Hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Hope we're all having the day we deserve, honestly. I hope karma's working. I think karma works mostly, but I think it gets broken from time to time, but then rights itself. But anyway, I mean, all that aside, I love everything and everyone. I was born that way. And I personally hope everybody's like, I mean, I just believe everybody's finding their destiny. I just want to come out and say I do not hate cops. I never have and never will hate cops. I think the way you say cop, what you mean when you say cop, there can be the culture, the cop culture, and maybe defining terms is not my strong suit. But the individuals that are people, that are cops, I do not hate them. There are some really messed up people, and I don't hate them. I definitely think they should not be cops. They should be pulled off the streets. What are you finding poops? Are those... Yeah, this doesn't look like chocolate. Okay. Those individuals need help. I don't believe in jail for the most part. I think jail is just a way to put people in prison, or not, to enslave people. It's a slave mindset thing. It's a punishment. It's more for the people that are putting people in prison. It makes them feel better. It also keeps people from being able to vote. So there's a lot of tools to it, and I just don't believe that incarceration, as it stands, actually solves any real problems. So I mean, I believe in police reform heavily, and I believe that most police cultures are just ass backwards. They're designed to do something completely different than what they say they do, which is generally, again, like I said, either political manipulations or punishments, religious belief that, or whatever, people need to be punished and blah blah blah. But I digress on that. I watched, that being said, like, individuals are awesome, people are awesome, cops generally awesome. Like, the intentions are almost always start out good. Generally, people that are cops, I would say, and this is coming from me and my experiences anyway, tell me that cops generally come from trauma. They generally come from some sort of trauma or cop background. So either your family's not a bunch of cops necessarily, but you've been traumatized, or you've seen bullies and whatnot, and you want to right wrongs and all that because you've seen so much. You've been traumatized by the wrongs of the world, and you want to right them. And there's also the cops that are like, just like, hey, I've seen those. Like, I'm 4 or 5 generations of like motorcycle cop. I helped bust a kid that stole a purse. Which, again, I enjoy calling the police like anybody else when I'm in danger. So I enjoy calling for assistance, like community assistance. And all we have right now is the police. And I think that there's a better option out there. It's just that that's all we have. And as it stands, yeah, I like calling the police, and I like the people that are police. I hope they do well in life, and I hope they don't break their oaths, and I hope they do understand what their oaths are. Unfortunately, I think most police are also taught from the culture on what the Constitution is and how they should act and interact with the public, and so it's from the top down. Again, it's very complicated, and to say that I like or dislike cops is a silly question and a silly answer. Oh my God! Whoa, that freaked me out, girl. Woo! How do you live with those hormones? You psychopath. Relax. Everything's fine. You goaded me, Daddy. You goaded me. Yeah. Oh, look at that. He's going to get the balls. Right in there. That's cool. Hitting dingers for his little fucking Frenchie or whatever. He was a little tired. He like made it halfway and was like, okay, I'm not gonna run. Not so much pep in the step. But anyway, yeah, man. Of course, I think and I think it's silly to say that people don't want to call the police. People want to be able to call the police. It's that there's so many oath breakers. That there's so many. I mean, I've told the story where my mom's deli got robbed one time, and I mean, in defense, it looked like it was an inside job. What was weird is there was a security. So we rented some space from a laundry. Like it's connected to a laundromat, or it was at least. I think it still is. It might not be. Actually, I don't think it is. I think the laundromat moved down, or there is a laundromat near. Anyway, it's in the U of O area. It was really nice. I went there to play pool one night with my buddy, and I can't remember what it was. Something, was it unlocked? I can't remember what was going on. I can't remember if the place was unlocked or what. It was so, I mean, this is like 25 years ago, something like that. 25 plus years ago. But there was a security, Pinkerton or something like that. It might not be them. I mean, I know Pinkerton's was a famous, and that's what I remember being like. We have Pinkerton here, but it may have been that it was just a pink slip of paper. I can't remember. It was so long. But anyway, that was in the door, and it was unlocked. The door was unlocked, and I was like, I think that was it. I didn't have to unlock it or something. For some reason, I went in feeling like a little like, what the heck is going on? Like I remember talking to my buddy and like da da da, and just being like, at least I think anyway. Anyway, so we go in, and I'm looking around, and realize the till is like gone. Like the till is there, but the drawer is completely gone, which it was out of the norm. I think the drawer is usually either sitting on the counter at the end of the day, or it's like pulled out and the money's put away or something. But no, I don't think we had a safe. Like it was just such a like so it was like my mom and my aunt who just recently passed away, and my mom's boyfriend and my aunt's husband at the time was there, all their deli. Anyway, he had money problems with an ex. I found out years later, and that he might have actually been seeing prostitutes or something like that on the side. Anyway, that's like me and my detective skills, like, you know, smithing, siphoning, sleuthing. There we go. Me and my sleuthing. If I can get my brain straight. Has kind of come to the conclusion that it was probably him, because like I said, there was just, I don't remember all the details, but there was something leading me to the conclusion that it was an inside job. And I remember saying something like that to the police when I called them that night. Anyway, they showed up and they immediately were like, yeah, you did it. Like I'm talking to them. I remember I was talking to them. So I was just talking to them. I was like, they're not really on, I'm trying to get them like, hey guys, you know, there was just something about the way they were looking at me that like kind of like got like their lack of enthusiasm or something that eventually got me like, okay, what's going on? They're like, yeah, you did it. I'm like, wait, what do you mean? And they're like, yeah, you did it, and then we can also prove it because that Safeway there has a camera behind it. And I was like, okay, perfect, get the camera. And they're like, dude, we'll go get the camera. And I was like, good, perfect, please go get the camera. Please go get the camera, 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 please go get the video. And they're like, dude, we'll do it. And I was like, dude, what don't you fucking get? Like, please go get the fucking video. Whoa, there's a campman here last night. I just want to make sure my dogs don't get needles in their feet. Come on, no needles in your snout, just in case. There's not so much hair on these days around here, but You never know. You never know. God, those Democrats, dude, I can't believe. I don't know why I say Democrats. It's just the corrupt politicians making drugs legal in order to make everybody an addict. And I mean, when people get federal charges, they can't vote. That's what they're trying to. I believe what they're trying to do is take control. Oh, guys, no. All right, I've gone off on too many tangents. I forgot what I was saying, so I better keep it back to the police commission. So the police commission, I'm not super. Hey guys, no. Come on. We're not going to Walnut. Come on, bud. Come on, Kala. Come on. There we go. Whew. So I've seen. Oh, so yeah. So they said that I did it, and they would not get the video. I asked them like 3 or 4 times, and they would just circle back around saying, "Okay, we know you did it, and we're gonna be able to prove it," and like da da da. And I was like, "Okay, so just fucking prove it already, you piece of shit." And 2 fucking cops, 1 big gigantic fat black cop and 1 skinny white cop. I don't really fucking know their names. I didn't get their badge numbers. I was all of, God, what was I, 20 years old? I don't know. I wasn't thinking on that level. I was just I was like, am I detained finally? And they were like, no. And I was like, okay, so I left. Like, we're out of here. And I told my mom, they were like, yeah, we know he did it. We're not going to investigate it, but we know he did it. And it was like, or something like that. It's like, so there are some really, Eugene has just horrible fucking cops. Horrible cops like that. And they were probably right. Like, I mean, I even said it was an inside job. But yeah, to like just say that I fucking did it, like to think that there's an inside job, that there's nothing wrong with that, but to just be like, oh, he did it, and we're not even going to investigate it because we know he did it, is the dumbest fucking shit. Like, talk about a shitty cop. No wonder we haven't paid. Like, that's a clown, dude. No wonder we're not paying. No wonder we haven't voted to pay for these cops. Now, they've somehow gotten some money, either federal money or gotten some private money to build their building. They got a new building, and that's, I'll have to look into that, I guess. I'm just not very motivated to. There's a whole bunch of shit. But that's just ridiculous. Like, the police, if the police are horrible, you know what I mean? If they're doing a bad job, why are they getting rewarded like that? They have all this new equipment. They just suck. The videos I've seen of them, they're just like, they're fat. There's some that aren't. But they just can't, they're having trouble recruiting people. Yeah, I guess I should get to that. The citizens board. So this is what happens when you get, you got YouTube and someone with ADHD, I mean, I'm going to remember basically some stuff, but I ain't doing all that. So here we go. Yeah, the citizens board with the auditor and whatnot. Like, I don't know. This is the first time I've actually seen them do their job, and I don't really know how it was organized. I've heard very little over the last 16 to 20 years that it's been in place. It was after a couple women had been sexually assaulted for years by 2 officers. I don't know why it was started, but it was. And I'm very glad it won't. Kala, please, baby, you gotta stop. Kala, baby, yeah, you can pull me. You can pull me. Okay. Oh yeah, she's. There we go. Yeah. There you go. Pull me. So the Citizens Board, Oversight Board, apparently they get to check on everything that happens with the police. As far as if high-speed chase or use of force or anything. They get the information and they check it out. And one of them is a lawyer or the top guy, the guy that I don't know what you'd call him. I'm not really good with the terms of this crap. But he's they're a board members, I believe. So the head of the board or whatever it's called, chairman of the board. I don't know what he is, but he's the kind of maybe the auditor. So I think he is the police auditor. Whether that's the title for the board member station, I'm not sure. But anyway, they check apparently every single thing that comes through that's a use of force or fits this criteria from the police officers. At least when they're on duty, I think they check the body cams and everything. But here's the kicker: they don't get to say the names during the auditing. When they come out and talk to the public, they don't get to say the name of the police, and that's insane. Because we, as the people, literally get to look up these officers' names if we want to. It's talk about a toothless. I mean, I'm realizing how toothless it is kind of why I'm a little upset. If you can't tell, if you don't notice it, if you can't see why, those are beautiful thistles. If you can't see why it would be toothless to not know the police officer's name, to why they would feel coddled because they keep not getting in trouble. And the auditors, they were saying, yeah, you've got this guy, this prosecutor that said in California he's put police in jail. He's just so soft. He's just so nice and soft and like, oh, I'm concerned you have had, more complaints, something like 300 complaints, which is almost a complaint a day for a full year, minus like 2 months. So 10 out of 12 months. 10 out of 12 months, that's a complaint every single day. I mean, that's really high. That's really high. It's either that or they had 300 more complaints. And there's only like 60 officers or something, 30 officers. They want more, and I don't think they deserve more. I think they're horrible. I think they're oath breakers, and I think with the way Chris Skinner is straight up worked with ICE to call a very peaceful protest. Was there one or two people acting out? Yes, there was. But to say it was a riot when it was literally ICE that broke the law, when it was literally ICE that just started shooting at people unconstitutionally. I won't say they broke the law because they didn't necessarily break the law, but the law is unconstitutional in places, so fucking who cares? Who cares? Fuck ICE. Like, federal officers, it's not in the Constitution that federal officers have qualified immunity. It's not. It's made up by the courts. So this is what I'm saying. In the end of the day, like, the whole thing needs to be reformed. There's so much. Again, like I was saying at the very beginning, I don't hate cops. I don't hate the idea of cops, and I don't hate people that become cops. I feel for all these individuals. I get frustrated, and I might say some angry shit because at almost 50 years old, I'm just getting tired of it, dude. It's ridiculous. You start to see the same patterns repeating over. Guys, come on. I love you, but you're freaking out over stuff and trying to break my spine is getting old. That's what I'm talking about. It's getting old. I'm getting tired of the same things repeating over and over again that don't seem to lead anywhere. Maybe it's just life, and that's the patterns that repeat. Guys, come on. Like, I'm serious right now. We're not going over there. Come on. Jesus fucking Christ. Get over it. Come on. Come on, Calla. Come on, Walnut. Calla and Calla. Yeah. Oh my God. Come on, dude. Oh, it's breathe. Wow. Oh, man. Just, yeah, I don't know what is over there. I just know that we're not going. So anyway, I just get frustrated with the whole situation, and just realizing I don't need to be frustrated. I just need to act and find like-minded individuals in Eugene, which is interesting. It might help Bricks and Minifigs is in Eugene, and that might be where all the Star Wars stuff is. So maybe that'll, who knows, get some eyeballs and awareness of how corrupt Oregon is. Oregon is super corrupt, y'all. It seems they've done. It's like the mob in a way. They've just done really well at. Oh gosh, yeah. Excuse me. What are you doing? Oh my. Something up there? You're doing really well with, what is it called? With the public, like, fitting in and seemingly, you know, being do-gooders and whatnot. They're buying everybody turkeys and shit, but really, you know, if you watch The Simpsons, you'll see a lot. Simpsons is set in Oregon, Springfield, Oregon, and Eugene is Shelbyville. So you'll see that, like, I don't know, like, The Simpsons is a great show because it's a lot of well-meaning people and situations that we can all kind of relate to, but also just absurdity. And that's just what happens here, like in schools and I don't know if this all, to me this all relates to the police, just because it's all part of the same system, especially as I'm finding that's the city, city management and state management that all kind of sets this stuff, but also they all work hand in hand. Anyway, I think I forgot, it's not a big deal, but Simpsons is the personalities, and Simpsons is kind of the personalities you'll see in Eugene, Springfield, and the school board and the police are very inept in The Simpsons, and they're inept, and they also are prone to violence. They're just stupid and angry, and oh my God, that describes it perfectly. It's not like they're necessarily bad, they're just stupid and angry. Very stupid and very angry. They think they're so smart, but they kind of are, but mostly it's that Eugene is really actually full of cool people. For the most part, dude. Like, you don't have the crazy crime that you have other places that you'd expect. Like, you have crime, don't get me wrong, and you do have some shitty fucking shit happen. But Eugene is super fucking mellow. Oregon is super fucking mellow. The people are. It's just weird how much corruption there is. And how mellow, how quiet the people are about it. Most people just accept it. We're just so fucking, we're stoners or what, dude. It just, oh my God. Fuck. Come on, stop it. There's poison. It's poison oak over there. What do you smell, you snot bar? Probably poop. I know, I get it, but it's fucking poison oak. So just leave it alone. Yeah, stop. No, stay away from that. See, this is my life. And right now, I can't even tell which parts are poison oak and which ones aren't, or poison ivy or not. A little later it turns red, but yeah, anyway. Getting to the end of this one. So, I mean, I've gone all over the place with this, as I knew I would. So anyway, we started out though with the police, the EPD, Eugene Police Department, Citizens Oversight Board, and I saw them for the first time last night, and they're underwhelming. They just voted in some people for another year, like 2 positions or something. So if you want to go to those, it's you can look it up on EPD's website, or you can look it up. I can put a QR code up at some point. I don't have it on me right now, where it will take you where you can watch the committee. But the meetings, you can watch them through Zoom, so you don't have to necessarily be in Eugene to see them. But and so everybody can watch and see how shitty or good this board is, and you can get involved, and you can join. You can put your name in the hat to be voted on, and you can also like make comments and whatnot. And we can really we need people commitment and people involvement, and that's our one unique opportunity here. We can make real change, but we just kind of have to show up. And I think there's a lot of when you got racist cops and the chief saying the peaceful people have been rioting, it sends a message that shouldn't speak up. But we need to ignore that and speak up anyway. We need to speak up. You need to go out there and use your constitutional rights legally, and without fear. And I love you guys. We can do this. All power to all the people. All the time. All right, love you guys. Remember, when you're giving somebody the peace sign, you're also flipping them off. So it's like I don't know. It's a beautiful thing about